So, you walk up to the closest temple structure, seeing the rather large pillars sprout from the stone, many of them lining the stone space found within and holding the massive ceiling that sprouts from the rough interior of this place aloft. Looking past the ridged pillars, you see an open area surrounding another large space, surrounded by more carved stone by the looks of it. The area is accented by smooth stone tiles, not brick. And what little light here just barely reflects from the dirtied surface of the once immaculate tile. The space within the temple is much taller than it looks from the outside. The pillars are not quite built to the ceiling, merely the rim of the roof that they hold aloft. The ceiling spanning a few tens of feet past the tops of the pillars. The ceiling is a nice marbled stone and is carved into with rectangular, very meticulously placed portions in even intervals upon the ceiling, giving it a strange, like almost checkerboard, three-dimensional checkerboard look. The space at the center of this open temple is that of an entirely separate building that seems to be built to the top of the ceiling, melding with the stone at the top amidst this tile courtyard that you find yourselves within. The space is quite large, possibly around 600 square feet at the center of the temple, and is decorated intensely. You see carvings along the top, near where the stone meets stone. You see a large indented space that begins about 10 feet up the stone and is filled with two ornate pillars flanked by two squarish pillars. This shelf is split down the center by a large 50-foot archway that continues into the space. However, within this shelf of stone upon the front of the structure, you see two statues, both of naked female Aarolendei, in between the two pillars on either side. Each of them appear to be pushing their left hands up against their lower sternum with open hands like a flower. Right hands clenched into tight fists at the small of their back as they look slightly upwards with stern facial expressions. Along the rim of the center structure, you see depictions of elves battling with the elements. You see them wrestling living flame and conquering ethereal masses of darkness. Along with that, you also see them depicted springing from the ground through chasms, fire spewing from under their feet. Within this center room, as you enter, are you guys entering?
Mm-hmm.
You see in front of you a statue of a monstrous figure. You see a 30-foot statue of a half-spider, somewhat half-elven woman.
Oh my goodness.
The bottom half is that of a sleek, black widow-esque spider, though tufts of thick fur sprout from the back of the thorax and sporadically upon the legs and abdomen. The abdomen is sculpted to the side, allowing you to see the profile of its bulbous form. The upper half consists of a torso covered in thick fur and chitinous armor leading up to the face of horror. The lower jaw is seemingly normal, smirking a bit and showing a row of razor-sharp teeth similar to that of a shark. Though the lips and skin resemble that of a fairly attractive female elf, however, you look to the upper portion of the head, 8 eyes speckling a wider and smooth black head with 4 large spikes protruding from its top like a crown. The arms would look rather normal, if not a bit daunting in their size, but their numbers, 8, sprouting from her shoulders and back, each adorned with their own shoulder plates, giving them a strange, hinged look. But the most disturbing aspect of the sculpture is where the lower and upper meet. The spider portion of the body seems to consume the humanoid portion, warping any semblance of a belly button and stretching the skin downward as if consuming the humanoid aspect. And as if that were not enough, a large maw stretches out from in front of the spider-like torso just underneath stone feelers. Like a giant bear, but with sparser teeth, the maw hangs open just slightly. The statue exists at the end of a moderately sized hall and is flanked on either side by a single row of pillars. However, these pillars were built halfway to the 50-foot ceilings, meeting a large stone beam that spans the length of the room on either side of the main path, to which a new row of pillars was built upon this beam, and these stretched to the ceiling, as if a second floor existed but didn't. Beyond the single rows of pillars are more statues of Aarolendei, remaining naked, though some wield spears and shields, and others hold nothing, just sitting upon stone chairs. The space looks to have been once painted, though no longer, simply a marbled stone resistant to the forces of time.
And that's a people arms?
Along with the spider arms.
There she is.
So that's okay. So that's all we see. We see the statue at the end, and then we see the other sculptures over there
Behind the single row of the double pillars, yes.
Right, right, okay. And it's just this one level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is the temple.
Yeah.
Make a religion check if you want.
I wish I was good at this.
I know who this is.
Yeah, you can guess.
Power she blows.
I want to take a wild guess.
It's the what's the greedy one?
Goddess of greed.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm sure this creature appears before you, and you're like, greed.
She wants my blood, and my soul, and my life. So much greed. So good. Girl, hi.
So crisp.
It's a natural 19, it's only a 21.
That's fine. This is most certainly Lolth.
Yeah, man.
It is truly a horrific statue.
Oh, yeah.
In the immaculate form that the elves have been known to craft their stone, it looks almost lifelike.
Yeah, that's exactly what she fucking looks like.
It is not pretty.
I guess I want to inspect the statue. Any openings like around the base or behind it?
Sure, make an investigation check.
I want to check to see if it's like magical.
Sure. Well, there's no way to really do that.
Okay.
I'm just sitting and staring at
So
it.
yeah, you looking around and you're like. As it looks down at you, you feel very unnerved by its presence and are unable to really get a good look at any of the surroundings.
What does Vivian look like?
What does Vivian look like?
Really uncomfortable, but taking her in.
Do you worship this creature, Vivian?
No, but I know someone who did. Seeing her now, it's to commune with her. I don't know if he ever saw her face or if she just spoke to him. But that definitely reorients my perception of the kind of person he was.
Well, this just looks like a prayer temple. I don't know if we're gonna find much in here.
Her mark is on my back.
What does that mean?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what it means.
Do you commune with this god as well?
No. I've never heard her. I've never tried to speak with her. That's a lie, actually. I did once when
Telling you right now.
when I thought that person died. He had a sword that had a small spider in the ruby, a live one, in the hills. And when he died, the ruby crumbled and I tried to catch the spider, but I wasn't fast enough. I didn't know who it was, or who exactly I
So
would
is
have
it like
been
all
to.
spiders serve her or something?
I don't know.
God.
That might explain the presence of those large winged motherfuckers that we saw.
I mean, it explains the presence of the other creatures we saw anyway. The ones with the limbs coming from their backs.
Right.
Some pretty cool spiders. I don't think they all serve. Do they? The 21. Yeah, I don't know.
Not all spiders seem malicious. Do you?
I'm sure if
That
talks to
does.
some. No, I'm just saying all spiders.
Yeah. Not all spiders seem malicious,
Okay.
but that does.
Yeah,
So, I mean, you can...
I see.
You've seen jumping spiders. They look pretty cute, right? And they're small, and they don't try and bite you. But that looks like if it was controlled by that,
It would be
it
fucked
might
up.
want to bite you
Yeah.
and try and kill you.
I'm sure I've talked to some cool spiders. I could talk to spiders, right? Spiders are animals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I've talked to cool spiders. So not all spiders.
Right.
Every time I see a spider,
It's terrible that of all the things that could have crumbled or that did crumble in this city, this thing is still standing.
how would
Yeah,
I
it looks
prevent that?
immaculate.
I don't like that.
You think this is like?
I pray to Lord. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
You think this is like?
Sorry, clenches his right fist.
Yeah,
Like Arthur.
the Siren's fantasy Arthur.
Oh my god.
Meme.
What were you going to ask?
You think this is holy ground? And that they?
Unholy.
I would say it's divine in some way. I wouldn't say it's
I meant like
holy.
holy for them, and that they like can't trespass on us.
You mean the creatures down
Yeah, sure.
below? I don't think they have the attention span to get this high, probably.
I'm sure they could if something guided them up fast enough.
Yeah, maybe the ones that were all up here just like fell off the side or something. Or it could be divine. I mean, if I was a god that created those things, I wouldn't want them around me either.
They might be scared of her.
Yeah. Damn. You ever think Lolth is just mad that she can only make shit so ugly?
I would not in here. I'm gonna leave.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
walk out.
depart.
Where are you guys going?